Hey there guys, this is Chauncey J. Kent and welcome to another episode of Skyblock Survival here on the Hadescraft Skyblock server. Now, as you remember, last time we were here we were making a large platform to see where the slime spawning areas were, and we did we finished the platform, and now we need to portion off the chunks, and you can see we've already done a bit of that. But we're not quite done yet, so that's something we're going to be working on today. And then we'll just kind of let the game run for a bit and see where the slimes are spawning. Now you'll notice that I actually did build a little bit of a platform there and just kind of tested the water, see if any of those areas were actually spawning slimes, just to kind of prove the concept here. And you did see some slimes down there, so we do know that there are slime chunks down there and that they are spawning slimes, so we're good to go on that front anyway. What we need to do now, though, is get a whole bunch more wood. And I gotta tell you guys, I have been cutting down trees for, like, the whole week. And, I'm kind of tired of cutting down trees. Not that I will stop necessarily, but you get the idea. Who's that? Minecraft Balls 22. Well, you're on YouTube. Congratulations. Yeah, my warp point is open, so people can come visit and hang out and whatnot. So definitely feel free to do that whenever. Obviously, I won't be super chatty while I'm recording, just because I gotta focus on. All right, let me cut out, guys, and I'll let this person know that I'm recording, and then we'll get back to it. All right, so see you in just a minute, guys. All right, guys, and we are back. Sorry about that. So yeah, basically, I've been gathering wood both on this series and for the Ark Survival series as well, working on the project on there. And if you guys haven't seen that yet, definitely go ahead and check that out. It's a fun new series we're doing on the survival server, Hades survival server. Apparently I cannot talk today, so just bear with me, guys. But I got some cool ideas for it. We're doing some fun things, and it should be a good time. I'm trying to do all of the platform building off camera just because it's a lot. And I know you guys don't necessarily want to watch someone build a platform block by block. I know some people are into watching absolutely everything. But I know for me personally, I would prefer to have a person like cut out and come back when something's like done, or at least most of the way. So that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. Now, if that's actually not the case, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to record the entire process. I can't guarantee that I will have the most stimulating conversation topic stuff while I'm doing that, but I'll do my best, guys, as always. And yeah, so, but definitely check that series out if you haven't done it yet. We just put up our first episode on Monday. Excuse me. And next Monday will be the next episode, so should be pretty cool. I do not want these. Those are going to land on the platform, aren't they? Dadgummit. Well, if there's a chicken down there, we'll know why. Okay, yes. Cut down more trees. Dadgum. I keep picking up random drops and stuff as I'm going. Don't want you. Okay. And, oh, I don't have any wool at all. Nice. Alright, well, we use the birch, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, for the jungle trees, it helps to have extra blocks just because of this. You can't reach quite high enough to get all of them sometimes. And yeah, to make sure that I actually get enough jungle saplings to keep replanting and everything, I do break all the leaves immediately after I do a jungle tree. Now you did notice down on the platform that all of those are like mismatched wood colors, and there's really no pattern to it, or there's not much pattern to it, and that's, you know, that's intentional. I just really wanted to get the platform done. It's something we're going to be burning away once we're done with it, and so it doesn't really matter much if it's pretty or not, because it's something we're going to get rid of eventually. And yeah, it was a pain to put it all up, and burning it is definitely the way to go for cleanup, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to end up doing. Once we've identified the slime chunks, we'll kind of clear them out, replace the bottom section with something that doesn't burn, like cobblestone or stone or something to that effect. And then we'll just burn the rest with flint and steel. And if you guys are freaking out because I'm on Skyblock and you're like, no, don't waste your flint and steel, it's okay. I've got the villagers and I can just trade for it whenever. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, I did notice one thing with the villagers that's a little bit irritating. Some of them trade for gravel and emeralds to get flint. And on this particular server, there is no way to get gravel. It's completely impossible. You cannot get gravel on this server. Unless you, like, spawn it in, and that's cheating, essentially. So definitely not something you want to do. Do not cheat on the Skyblock server. Your other Skyblock people do not appreciate that, because they actually work hard for the stuff that they get. And you've kind of seen how that goes, because I actually do work pretty hard for the stuff that I get here, and that's not really fair to just like spawn something in and have something be like that. Now, if Hades does like a drop party or something, that's something else. But yeah. But the other thing that the server really needs is quartz, not like the blocks, because you can get those in the donator shop, but the actual just crystal, so we can make daylight sensors, and we can actually make comparators instead of just buying them in the shop. And definitely need nether wart, so we can get some potion brewing going here, because it's just not possible right now. And though it's not really necessary per se, I'd like to have some snow. Like, I want snow, and I've gone all the way to the top and done like a platform, and it doesn't spawn. All we get is rain, so it's been disabled as far as that goes. And that's been kind of disappointing to me, but so that's something we need. We need a way to get snow. So that's kind of my take on it. So if you happen to have Hades' ear and you want to let him know that that's kind of the stuff we need, I would not stop you from that. In fact, I would even encourage you to let him know, like, hey. Now, if you didn't see the video, there is another creative competition coming up for a Skyblock spawn-in point. And, now, I did enter the last creative competition. My build obviously did not get picked, or I'd be talking about it like a lot right now and have a video of the creation process and all that. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. It happens. But, I really want to do the Skyblock creative competition, because I feel like that's something I know, that's something I could do well, etc., etc. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay, though. But I just don't know that I have the time. And that makes me kind of sad. Like, I've got I'm doing this recording actually the day of, because I'm a little behind schedule, just because I didn't expect that platform to take quite as long to build as it has. I've got to record something. I've got Evolution coming on Friday, so I got to do the recording for that on Thursday. And Saturday I have to do the recording for the new series, the Ark Survival Season 2. So I just don't know where I would fit it in, because it really does take like a full day to get a good build and kind of do the detailing and really get it the way you need it to go. Now, the build that I did before is something I could possibly adapt to work for the Skyblock spawn, and I think it would be a cool one. It's definitely got the right theme to it, and we could definitely do some cool things with it, but I would still need like 6 to 12 hours to really get it up to snuff and switched over and modified so that it would work really well for that. And again, it's just a time thing. Like, I just don't know that I have it. So I don't know if you guys have a way of like generating more time besides quitting my job, because I sort of need that. Let me know. But yeah, otherwise I'm about tapped out. Like, there's actually hobbies that I've been putting off messing with just because like I just don't have time. And I love doing YouTube, and I love doing the recordings and just kind of putting this stuff out here for you guys, and I really love Minecraft. And so don't think this is like a, oh, woe is me, I don't have time for all of this. And so yeah, don't worry about that, guys. I'm definitely going to keep recording. I'm definitely going to keep doing this. I have a lot of fun doing it, and I don't plan on that changing anytime soon. There's so much more that I want to do, even with the channel, that I'm having trouble finding the time to do. So I don't know if any of you are like professional time management people, let me know, and that would be awesome. But otherwise, I'll figure something out here, and we'll see what happens. Yes, unfortunately, life and job and general day-to-day things that you've got to get done takes a lot of time. So I mean, I suppose I could sleep less. I don't know. That's usually bad for your health, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do there. Alright, so let's go get some spruce, and then we'll head back downstairs and hopefully be able to finish up that a little bit, and then we'll do some time-lapsey stuff, and we'll go from there. Oh, I need saplings, don't I? Yeah, you'll notice the difference. I have so many spruce saplings, and I was actually talking about this on the other series. Now, I haven't actually looked at the game code for this, but in my experience, the spruce trees drop so many more saplings than any of the other trees, and I think that's, like, the actual game code says, like, it's a certain percent for a leaf block to drop a sapling appropriate to that leaf block. And I'm certain that is the case. That it's actually equal across all trees. The thing is, though, with the spruce trees, you actually have so many more leaf blocks per wood than you do with any of the other tree types. And that's what really makes the difference. Like, even though it's like a 1 in 10 chance of getting I think it's a higher ratio than that, but point being, it's they drop a lot more saplings in my experience, and that's not a game code thing. It's just like a rational thing. More leaves, more saplings. Just makes sense. So I do use a lot of spruce for projects, and that's partially because you can get lots of saplings from it, and it's easy to replace. Which actually makes sense, because that's the way it works in real life. Pine trees grow very quickly. But but it also looks nice. So yeah, I do like the darker woods. Now there is the dark oak now. It's something I don't have access to on the server, obviously, because it wasn't implemented originally. It's not in the shop, and so there's just no way to get it. But I do like the look of the darker wood, and should it become available on the server, I would find a way to incorporate it into the island somehow. So there we go. All right, let's call that done, and that's. Oh, excuse me. Okay, well, hopefully that'll be enough stone and stuff to get that going. So down we go, down to the platform we've created. And it's still. It took me a while to get used to the lower roads there, but I did eventually get used to them and gotten better at it. I need to put lights in this shaft. Not because anything will spawn in here, but just like for convenience. It's very dark. And I definitely need to put some sort of like protective thing around the stairs here, so we'll get to that at some point. But yeah, oh, all right. I can't go that way. Let me go ahead and cut out here, guys, and we'll I'll go ahead and try and finish up the rest of these. Save for maybe like a couple, just to kind of show you again exactly how I'm finding the borders for all of them and all that. And I think I screwed something up here too. These are supposed to be 2 wide, because this is in one chunk and not in another. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just some chunks have more spawning space, but for what we're doing, okay, yeah, that's irrelevant. Alright, yeah, so I'll finish up the things here, and I'll be back once we've got this most of the way done. Alright, so I'll see you in just a couple minutes, guys. Hey guys, and we are back for a quick little update. Wouldn't you know it, I needed more wood. This thing is taking a lot of wood, and a lot longer than I would really like. But I think in the end it'll be worth it, because we're going to have a pretty epic slime farm. Basically what I'm wanting to do is identify all of the slime chunks and set up spawning platforms pretty much everywhere that they are spawning. Just so I can maximize the amount of slimes that will spawn when I'm just kind of sitting down there. And while the slime balls aren't particularly useful just yet, I can use them to make leads and sticky pistons and magma cream. Not that that's super helpful because we don't have nether wart, so no potion brewing, but hey, I could still make it if I want. Once 1.8 rolls out and the server gets updated, we'll be able to make slime blocks, and those have some fun uses, so look forward to that. It should be a good time. But yeah, basically I'll keep harvesting and building downstairs, and look forward to seeing you guys soon. Just wanted to give you a quick update here, and so there it is. Alright, I'll see you in just a minute, guys. Alright guys, and we are back, and you'll notice that we do have a little bit of work left to do here, but all of the wood parts are done, thankfully, and now it's just half slabbing the top of these things, which is not that big a deal. So basically I'll show you what I've been doing. You'll notice right up in this area there are numbers in parentheses. Those are the numbers of the blocks in a chunk. So like I'm standing on the 9th block in the chunk, 10th block, 11th block, 12th, etc. And it goes from 0 to 15. And so basically what I've been doing is sort of marking out where each chunk is by just following those numbers. Now, the thing I mentioned earlier, like I thought I might have made a mistake, was I was planning on making all of these 2 wide so that all the 0 lines and all the 15 lines would be filled. So each section would have the same amount of spawning space. However, I forgot to do that, but it's actually okay. Basically, some sections will have like 16 extra spawning spaces, but honestly, we're just going to time-lapse this for a couple hours to see where everything's spawning at, and so it won't really be that big a deal. And thankfully, cobblestone is something that you can buy in the shop now, so I did not have to grind for all of this. I was able to just go purchase some using the money that we've built up over time from like the cactus farm and the sugarcane and all the stuff that we're full up on and are just basically selling off at this point. Alright, so that side is done. Now we've got a half slab this whole side, we can get to the time-lapse stuff. So I'll go ahead and cut out and finish that up. And then we're going to redo this platform in glass so we can kind of see what's going on during the time-lapse. And then we'll come back and that should be a good time. Alright, so I'll see you in a few minutes, guys. Alright, guys, and we are back and we are done. At long last, the platform and all the little cells down at the bottom are complete. We've got plenty of light down there, so the majority of what will be spawning will be slimes. I have seen a couple other mobs spawn, usually at nighttime, but not so many that'll throw off our results. And I did make us this nice glass platform so we can actually see right below us even. So we get a nice view, and we'll just sort of wander around as we're time-lapsing everything and see where the slime starts spawning. Alright, so without further ado, guys, I will cut out here, and next thing you're going to see is our time-lapse. Alright, be right back, guys. And we are back, guys. Well, I gave it about an hour or so, and we really didn't get anything. Let's hop back up to the platform here and just take an overview. But and it's so weird because, like, you saw while we were building, well, I don't know if you saw or not, but while I was building, there were slimes just hopping around that had spawned, and now they're just not here. And I don't get that, because I know they spawn in some of these chunks, like it's either this one or this one. There were just a ton of them this morning. So I don't know, guys. What I'm gonna do is, obviously I'm not going to bother putting the time lapse in because nothing happened, and so that would just be a bit pointless. It's possible that there are just too many people on the server right now, and so spawning rates are just really, really low. And the slime spawn stuff is affected by normal mobs. So like if there's a bunch of normal mobs somewhere, the slimes won't spawn because they do interfere with each other. Zombie pigmen, however, as long as you don't attack them, are on a different mob cap because they are neutral mobs, and so the game factors them differently. Now if you went to attack them and they all became aggressive, then they become hostile mobs, and then they account towards the hostile mob cap, like a normal mob would, which is why I don't use the pigmen as an XP farm. I pretty much just use them for their gold and just do the falling trap to kill them off. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just AFK all night right up here, and I will come back in the morning and see where we're at as far as slime spawning. Now, hopefully, over the course of an 8-hour night, I'll be able to get some slime spawns, and what I'll do is actually just record real fast in the morning and be like, okay, so here are the slimes, that we couldn't find last time, etc., etc., and just do it that way. And then for our next episode, I'll open the episode with that. Just be like, here are the slimes, and I'll mark the squares that they're in, and I'll cut out and basically remove all the other sections. Well, I'll replace the wood off camera with something non-burnable, and then we'll come back and we'll burn this all down together and remove the bits we don't need and whatnot, and then we'll get started on the slime farm. But we know they're here. We know we've seen them. At least I know I've seen them. So I know they're out here somewhere. And I'm not sure why they're suddenly being so shy, but hopefully they will show up here in the next few hours or so. Alright, but we're going to call the episode there, guys. I do appreciate you watching. Sorry we didn't get as much done this episode as I was hoping to. That'll happen sometimes. I do try to avoid that being the case, but, you know, sometimes it's unavoidable. But, yeah, thank you for watching, guys. It's definitely been a pleasure doing this episode. A little tedious, but a pleasure. Come on. I'm trying to close out here. Really? Really, just relax. Like, take a chill pill. Give me, like, 5 seconds. Alright. But thank you for watching, guys. If you liked the episode, definitely put down a little like thing. Just click the like button is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, if you were confused by that statement, like probably most of you should have been, that's what I was trying to say. Click the like button if you like the episode. Okay, you're right. I should have asked for more time. Okay? Like, give me a minute. I'm almost done. Yeah, jeez. So, if you liked the episode, click the like button. If you really liked the episode and you want to see more stuff like this, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way you can get updates on when we're doing new stuff and when there's new content coming out, and I can be part of the community and comment and all that. So, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will talk at you later.